Welcome to Meditation Paths. Does music cause changes in the body during trance states? Is the above explanation the only answer regarding music-induced trance states? In 2021, a cognitive neuroscientist from Canada studied trance states from another perspective and obtained interesting results, briefly introduced below. In some ancient music cultures, people can significantly change their bodily sensations, even feeling possessed by ancestral spirits, during music and dance rituals. One characteristic of this activity is that individuals perform similar dance movements with others, thus eliminating differences between themselves and the group and achieving the effect of de-individuation. Thousands of years ago, some priests in African tribes often used music and dance to call their ancestors and let their spirits enter their bodies. A woman with 20 years of experience in South African song and dance rituals participated in a functional magnetic resonance imaging experiment in which scientists scanned her brain. The experiment used a block design, that is, performing a task within a time frame, with a resting block lasting 30 seconds and a listening to music and imagining dance block lasting 60 seconds, alternating between the two blocks 5 times. During the task of listening to music and imagining dance, the participant tried to enter a trance state, like she usually does in song and dance rituals, except that she could only imagine dance movements in the scanning machine instead of actually performing them. After the scan, the participant immediately rated the degree of trance state she had just entered for the 5 blocks of listening to music and imagining dance, and she rated the last 2 blocks as highly trance-like. This result is not surprising, as it takes some time to adapt to the noise of the scanning machine and the inability to move the body freely. Interestingly, the participant reported various sensations during the experiment when she entered a highly trance-like state, including finger pain, nausea, seeing strange lights, smelling strange scents, and experiencing heightened bodily sensations. She saw herself floating above an unknown location and also experienced a heightened sense of body awareness. Her eyelids rapidly fluttered, her breathing increased, and she felt a sense of joy. In addition, she also seemed to see herself dancing with other priests. This participant's brain activation pattern seems to correspond to the sensations she described. When the participant was in a highly trance-like state, there was an increase in activation in a brain region called the angular gyrus in the right parietal lobe. Previous literature has indicated that dysfunction in this brain region may lead to out-of-body experiences, where individuals feel as though their soul has separated from their body. Additionally, some literature has also suggested that increased activation in the right angular gyrus is associated with a special sense of self during prayer and meditation. Patients with damage to the right parietal lobe may experience symptoms of unilateral spatial neglect, where they are unable to perceive spatial information on one side of their body. When these patients listen to their favorite music, the symptoms of neglect on one side may be alleviated. Brain imaging results have shown that pleasant music can induce changes in the function of the brain region near the right angular gyrus. Therefore, based on the various studies, it can be inferred that changes in bodily sensations during trance-like states induced by music may be related to the right angular gyrus. Another interesting finding is about the processing of auditory and visual information during a trance state. As mentioned earlier, A 2015 study induced a trance state with monotonous drumming and found that the brain seemed to ignore external auditory stimuli. However, there are other trance states that do not completely immerse in the inner world but require continuous attention to the rhythm of music. The South African Music and Dance Festival studied by Canadian researchers this year is an example of the latter. According to one participant's description during a highly trance state, she had a vivid image in her mind of herself dancing with other priests. Her brain imaging results also showed increased activation of both the auditory and visual cortices during the trance state. Therefore, she was likely focused on listening to the music and imagining the dance scene, which also activated related memories and emotions. A study conducted by a team of researchers in Hong Kong found that listening to meditation music during Zen meditation practice can enhance relaxation and increase alpha waves in the brain, which are associated with a state of calmness and relaxation. Music can facilitate the transition into a meditative state. Studies have shown that listening to music can help people enter a state of relaxation and increase their ability to concentrate. When people listen to music that they find calming and soothing, it can lower their heart rate and blood pressure, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the opposite of the fight or flight response that is activated during times of stress and can help facilitate the transition into a meditative state. In terms of brain activity, listening to calming music has been shown to decrease activity in the amygdala, which is responsible for processing emotions like fear and anxiety. This can help reduce feelings of stress and promote a sense of calm and relaxation. Overall, music can be a helpful tool in achieving a meditative state, particularly for those who may find it difficult to quiet their minds or relax their bodies without external stimulation. Another study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that listening to binaural beats music during meditation can increase feelings of well-being and decrease symptoms of anxiety and depression. Research has shown that certain types of music, such as binaural beats, can help to entrain the brain to specific frequencies. Entrainment is the process of the brain matching its own brain waves to external stimuli, such as music. Binaural beats are two tones played at slightly different frequencies, which creates an auditory illusion of a third tone. This third tone is believed to synchronize the two hemispheres of the brain and induce a state of relaxation and meditation. Additionally, studies have found that music can activate the default mode network, DMN, in the brain, which is responsible for self-referential thinking and mind wandering. During meditation, the DMN is typically suppressed, as the focus is on the present moment and not the self. However, playing music during meditation can activate the DMN in a controlled manner, helping to enhance the meditation experience and promote feelings of relaxation and well-being. At large concerts, indigenous music and dance festivals, and other occasions, we can observe the profound power of music. It can temporarily change people's selves and bring them into a wonderful state of consciousness. This magic has existed in many human cultures for thousands of years, and now scientists are gradually uncovering its veil, tracing the beautiful realms of the mind, body, and spirit in the brain. Thanks for watching.